Fred, I have an interesting question for you. And I don't think I've ever asked anybody this before, and I just thought of this while you were talking. If someone's watching this episode or they're listening on Spotify and they're a young man in high school and they're really considering a career in the military, and let's say they want to be a SEAL, right? They want to go through SEAL training.
Yep.
And I told Don when he was on the show, I said, if I would have known in high school there were men like yourself, Fred, and like Don that were believers in Jesus, that were Navy SEALs, I would have lit up. Because as a young man, I was carrying a lot of childhood trauma and I was mad at the world. I was mad at myself. I hated myself. And I did not look to the military as a source of strong Christian men, even though I lived with one. My father's always been a strong Christian, but no kid really grows up wanting to be like their dad. At least I didn't.
Right.
So my question to you, Fred, is if there's a guy watching or listening that wants to be a team guy, ultimately be a team guy, what advice do you have for that young man from a Christian standpoint, a Christian SEAL standpoint? And it could be a simple piece of advice, like something, you don't have to be like a big thing.
First, it's got to be a calling. It's got to be a calling on your life. You know it beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's just not here as, wow, that was a really cool movie, or those are really cool things I want to do, but it's got to be a connection. Your heart and your head have got to be in sync. This is what I'm called to do. And then standing firm as a mighty warrior for the kingdom of heaven. Mighty. You can be the best that you can without placing your both feet in the world. And you can make a difference. And I believe that's needed.
Yeah.
In this day and age. They need godly men.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there's a lot of Christians that are in the teams, but they're closet Christians. And I look back and I don't want to say, mistakes, because everything's got its purpose and everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like the what if. Could you imagine having a platoon that's all believers? Like everybody? The intensity? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
On top of all the physical, especially in the environment that Don was in, at SEAL Team 6.
Mm-hmm.
We were top 1% in the world. They're the top 1% of the 1%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And golly. My wife and I often, discuss that if we met a long time ago, where I'd be at, more in my career. Yeah.
I think you're right where you're supposed to be, though.
100%. Yep.